Hi there, my name's Timmy, and you are watching Timmy On, a new show where I discuss the things that are important to me and to the world, but mostly to me. In our first episode, I had attempted to hang this sign on this brick wall because I thought it was important that when you tuned in, you would know that you were watching Timmy On. But I learned a valuable handyman lesson that day, that this tape here, I don't know what it's called, but I can tell you this, it's not called brick tape. It doesn't stick. So tonight I'd like to discuss a few things that happened recently that have brought confusion. So tonight I'm going to be talking about number one, the inauguration of Donald Trump. But then I'm also going to talk about the signing of Jose Bautista by the Toronto Blue Jays, which a lot of people didn't think was going to happen. Then open up the fan mailbag and respond to a question sent to me that simply asked, how do you put the caramilk into a Caramilk Bar? Which back in the 80s, come on, that's what happened last week. Perfect. Timmy On, Donald Trump. Donald Trump is now the 45th President of the United States of America. And I'm not about to tell you whether or not I am pro-Trump or anti-Trump. In fact, I didn't have a horse in this particular race, nor have I had a horse in any race in the past, figuratively or literally, like if we're talking about horse races. But we're talking about politics. I actually don't know who runs my own country, let alone do I care about who runs other people's countries. If I actually ever wanted to weigh in on a political issue or politician, now wouldn't be the time to do it. Anytime in the past, if I had chosen a side or a political leader, the people on the other side would have come up and said, "You're stupid." Now in this one, if I said I was pro-Trump, the anti-Trump people would be like, "You're stupid," and then they would come and burn my house to the ground. And if I said I was anti-Trump, then the pro-Trump people would be like, "You're stupid," and then they'd come and burn my house to the ground. It is a lose-lose proposition because I actually like my house. Now, although I don't have an opinion on Donald Trump himself, I do have an opinion on the democratic process. I'm not against voting in general, but I do believe that democracy takes up too much of our time. I actually think it would be quicker and easier if we would just elect a dictator and then sit back and let him or her do as they see fit until they die or until the successor who they didn't get around to murdering comes in and takes their place. I mean, sure, our taxes might go up and we might be missing the basic necessities of life while our leader soaks in a golden tub, but at least we don't have to go to the polls every 4 years. I don't know about you, but I got better things to do with my time. Timmy On, Jose Bautista. Jose Bautista is a legend in Toronto. I have been a die-hard Toronto Blue Jay fan ever since the early 80s. In fact, I was 12 years old when I remember watching on this very small black and white television set, George Bell, our left fielder at the time, dropped to his knees after making a catch with Tony Fernandez running out from the infield to greet him as the Blue Jays had just wrapped up their very first American League East Division pennant. From that moment on, I was sold. I cried. I was so excited. Now, in the 1992-93, we hit the pinnacle when we won back-to-back World Series, and in fact, I was in Skydome when Joe Carter hit that legendary home run to win the World Series in '93. With my sister beside me, I swung her over in excitement, almost dropped her over the railing of the second deck. In fact, I was so excited she could have slipped through. I wouldn't have known. But I actually swung her around. She's actually still safe to this day. Blue Jays went into a little bit of a downspin after that, but then this guy named Jose Bautista shows up, and then we started this slow climb. And I'll tell you what, the last 2 years have been absolutely epic. I am so excited that he's continuing his career in Toronto. Even if it's just for a year right now, we'll see what happens. But I'm not the Timmy of the past. I see things a little more objectively. I'm still excited, but not as excited. I'm not as emotionally invested anymore. In the past, I might have been dancing and crying, but right now, I just simply want to say this. Jose, 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 Jose. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Bat flip, baby! And finally, on this episode of Timmy On, I'd like to once again open the fan mailbag and answer a question from a loyal viewer. How do you get the Caramilk into a Caramilk bar? Nobody has even come close to figuring. He said to me that he had seen this video. I was like, you saw it on a video? I saw a video once. It was of these robots from outer space that came down to Earth and could transform themselves into Earth vehicles. I watched 2 hours plus of that with those robots interacting with human beings, and I know for a fact that most of those robots were not real, but it looked absolutely seamless. You can't tell me that you saw a video of them showing how to put the Caramilk into the Caramilk bar. Look at this. I can't even open the package, let alone get Caramilk in there. Look. See this? There is Caramilk inside. You can't get to it unless you get through the package, and then you gotta break open the chocolate. How do you get in without breaking the chocolate? It's impossible. Don't tell me you saw a video. But you can see anything in videos. I saw another video once of a moon landing. So fake.